This is a video on some of the coins that I am going to recommend you guys to buy. Now let me tell you one thing, that I actually invested into these coins and I am probably up like 5 to 6x on this portfolio alone. Like the portfolio that invest into these coins, I am pretty much up by a lot on these coins as well. But still there is a whole opportunity left for you guys to still invest into these coins, because Bitcoin is right now at $2.4 trillion in market cap. Ethereum went from literally 250 billion to like 555 billion when there was a lot of FUD on ETH as well. Because people were saying that there is no point of buying ETH because most people bought the top at $4,000 and they still couldn't recover it after years. So there was no point of buying ETH, right? But now Ethereum is at $4,600 and it has crossed its previous all-time high. It went from 250 billion in market cap to over 555 billion. That means that there is a whole lot of opportunity on other of these coins, on layer 2s and also on Solana. Now let me just switch the screens and I will actually tell you guys why I'm expecting Solana to go to over $1,000, and it is pretty easy for Solana to cross $1,000. Let me tell you one thing: the amount of decentralization that Ethereum provides is actually good, right? It is not something which is insane, or it is not something which is equivalent to Bitcoin or these other decentralized coins, right? But it is better than Solana. But on the other hand, the TPS and the gas fees, that is something which Ethereum lacks, right? Because the transaction per second speed of Ethereum is low. Also, the gas fees on Ethereum is pretty high, and for that they have actually developed these. You can call it like the base chain and all these layer twos, where you can actually do these transactions with less decentralization but more TPS. But they still don't come near Solana, and also Solana has now made its historical significance and its own fan following or community, whatever you want to call it, right? Also, the whole crypto Twitter almost runs on Solana, you can say that. And the most amount of DApps that are being developed right now are on Solana. The most amount of devs that are on a certain blockchain developing these new things, the most amount of opportunities, you can say, is on Solana right now. Now all of these things that I'm saying, they are pretty much proven, and I will show you later on this video as well. But we are not here to only talk about Solana. I pretty much believe that for Solana to go to $1,000, it just needs a market cap of $500 billion, right? So it is pretty easy for Solana to go to $1,000. It is pretty easy because most of your DeFi activities, most of your blockchain transactions, and most of the people that are actually involving into crypto via blockchains, not via centralized exchanges, via actual DeFi, which was the main purpose or the main ideology of cryptocurrency, were the blockchains, right? So most of these people are having the most amount of blockchain activity on Solana. Like on peak, it had almost a blockchain activity of 82%, which means that overall on all of these other blockchains, like Bitcoin was like 5%, Ethereum was somewhere like 11, I think it was like 3 or 4%, something like that, right? But Solana was at 80%, and it peaked nearly, 270 plus dollars, right? But I still think that Solana can easily go to $1,000, and that's why I have most of my portfolio in Solana. I was promoting Solana from literally just bare $100 and even top $270 plus, but I didn't sell. I didn't even knew what was its all-time high, because I am not selling Solana below $1,000. Whatever happens, I'm not selling Solana below $1,000. Now let's get into these more of these coins. First of all, if you're new to crypto, or even if you're old to crypto, if you don't know about this website, or if you don't know about these blockchain activities or trackers, basically like Glassnode and all, uh, you're doing something wrong, buddy. You are doing something very wrong, because these websites are very crucial part of your system or your whole setup, right? I use CoinMarketCap to basically just you can say search around these categories, search around, see whichever the top gainers, loser, fear, greed index, and all. But let me tell you something: if you are not on this website, you have to be on these websites. I will actually link their links on in the description below. So coming back to the topic now, there is not enough money to be made in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin to 2x from here, like just to get a 2x on Bitcoin, you have to probably like double the current what you call it, the market cap, current market cap, which means that it needs to have a market cap of almost like $5 trillion, right? It can happen, it can possibly happen, because Nvidia or these companies which are lesser known, which are lesser recognized, you can say, in a way, but still most of these people used in their daily life. You use chat gpt, you use these llms, you're technically using Nvidia as well, right? And something with Bitcoin is that most of the people do recognize Bitcoin. It is not something now which is not being recognized, or for what people that people don't really know about Bitcoin, because a few years ago when people actually took the word of Bitcoin, some of these people don't even knew what Bitcoin was, and some of these intellectual uncles, they used to say that Bitcoin is used on dark web, and they are 100% right, by the way. I'm not going to argue on that. The main blockchain activity of Bitcoin usually comes from these centralized exchanges when they are transferring their amounts, billions of dollars of amounts, because they want the most decentralization. And second is these activities that happen on dark web, CIA and all. It doesn't really matter who's on dark web, but they are using Bitcoin because of its decentralization. They also use different methods, so their transactions cannot be traced, like tumbling and all. Now I can make a separate 1 hour long video on that separate topic, so we are going to get back on, you can say, the financial advice by not so your financial advisor. So yeah, so Bitcoin to a 2x is pretty hard, and to be very honest, we don't really know what is the reason behind all of this pump. I know that the Solana's pump is logical. Even these pumps like Dogecoin pump is logical. But why is ETH pumping? Why is Bitcoin pumping? Because BlackRock bought and because these institutions bought in, which means that it is completely considered as an investable asset right now. It is not considered something which could be taken as a digital peer-to-peer electronic cash system or electronic blockchain, which was the main ideology of Satoshi himself. So, which means that since it is taken as an investable asset right now, so let's just make money off of it. There is no point of using it, right? Because if you're going to buy a cup of coffee through Bitcoin L1, you're probably going to be charged more than the coffee cup itself, right? Coming back to the topic, I have invested major of my portfolio in Solana, and then I've actually taken a bit of investment in Cardano. I actually lost a lot of money in Cardano, but then I, kind of DCA'd because I ended up making a lot of money through meme coins, so it was pretty easy for me to DCA. I've also taken investment in Hyperliquid Chainlink, because Hyperliquid, they have the best perpetual decentralized exchange, which is of course a very big deal. I have also invested into Sui, or whatever you want to call it, whatever its correct pronunciation is. I've invested in AVAX, and I've invested in Hedera and XRP as well. The reason behind investing in Hedera or XRP is because they technically don't really operate on your traditional blockchain. They have their separate system, and well, it is a pretty detailed topic, but they kind of have their separate fundamentals or system. And I'm actually a pretty early adopter of HBAR or Hedera, whatever you want to call it. I think that Ton coin right now is pretty undervalued. The FUD around Ton coin was like a lot, but I think that Ton coin right now is pretty undervalued. I have kept a small, I had a major stake in Ton as well. Like in my portfolio, I had a major stake in Ton as well, but then I sold some, and then I ended up buying a bit on these lower prices, right? I I have a bit of Shiba Inu because just because of its historical significance and just because of the things they are developing. I have Pepe and all. Anyways, these are some of the coins that I have, and I think that I can probably get like a 2x on most of these coins, except Solana or except Hedera or XRP. Now, most of the people, I know that there is a huge fund around XRP or a huge fund around Hedera, because most of the people don't really recognize their actual fundamentals, and most of the people don't really recognize that, even though there is so much fund around these coins, they still end up resisting on a certain price. So that's why I've just bought it, you can say. Now there are majorly three to four categories that I'm recommending to you all to invest. And let's get into the category section. First is actually the AI and big data category. Second is RWA. Third is gaming. Fourth is deep in, like, I don't know if it is a coincidence or what, but they are all like uh, in just one row, right? And then I also basically have some investment in Cardano ecosystem and IoTs. So, like the whatever you want to call it, what was its complete form? uh, I don't know, but they are basically like the like you have a fan and then you can control it from your phone. So that is basically IoT, and I have investment in IoT. And as you can see, the gainers here are 9 and losers are 0, like $361 million right now, which looks good. And anyways, coming back to the major investments that I've made, first of all, I want to get into two sectors first. First is AI and second is gaming, and then I will get into the RWA and DeepIn sector. Why I have invested in AI and big data. Now let me tell you something. I'm not like your average KOL who is just going to give you a freaking reason that he has invested into AI, or he is recommending you all to invest into AI, because some people, some old wealthy people have bought into AI as well. Doesn't make sense, right? I'm giving you a very logical reason to invest into AI and big data. First of all, AI is completely incomplete without crypto. Now, for that, I will actually open up my screen. AI is completely incomplete without crypto, and there is a reason behind it. Behind that, because now we are seeing a rapid development in AI. AI is not something which is new. Let me tell you something. Most of these people end up knowing AI from like 2021 onwards, right? I knew AI from 2016 because my brother used to talk about AI a lot. So I just, sort of knew it. I didn't really knew what its main purpose was, but I knew that there is artificial intelligence, there will be robots and all, and that I saw some movies as well. Anyways, coming back to the topic, AI is incomplete without crypto. This topic, right? Because in crypto there is blockchain, there is a network power, which is the 50-51 ratio, right? So the one who owns 51% of the network controls the whole of the network. They are known as the validators or the miners, you can say. Also, the network is dependent on few of these other things, that is its decentralization, that is its TPS and gas fee. But one thing that relates with AI is the decentralization part, because now you can pretty much fake anything via AI. People don't really have access to these decentralized LLMs, or sort of decentralized LLMs, or how to basically create a complete language model, you can say, for yourself, or an AI agent for yourself. Else these people will be doing some heinous acts through AI. And I still have access to few of these AI, and these AI agents are even running on your dark web as well. Not on the major deep web, they are running on the upper level of the dark web as well. We'll get into that topic in some other video. But because now they can fake anything, now they can pretty much fake anything, fake voices, fake images, fake news, fake information. Now, first of all, there was this thing called as AI backrooms, where there were multiple AI agents just interacting with each other, debating and just yapping around, right? But now Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all these social media platforms are becoming complete AI backrooms, and because of that, there are new policies being announced by these, by the founders or by the team of their website, right? Because now there is AI posting content, AI getting fake engagement via AI on that content, and then there is AI talking with AI, and AI talking with AI, interacting with AI, talking with AI. So, which means that this whole platform is kind of like getting centralized by AI, and like the control, like the 50 to 51% network ratio. The ones who has the 51% of the network controls all of the network. So if we actually relate it with crypto, it will be impossible to fake information on blockchains. it is a very complex and detailed topic, and there will be some detailed terminologies to it as well, which unfortunately I don't think that I really know much about that, because a professional coder or someone who is really deep into AI would know. But for the knowledge that I have, I can say that AI is completely incomplete without crypto, because there will be fake news, there will be fake images, there will be fake everything. And for them to, and they're like, as I said, that whole of this network is now becoming some kind of AI back room, or maybe a front room, because you see people posting content on Twitter, and then that content is majorly posted by these parody accounts who is ran by AI, or majorly by these AI automated agents like AI XBT, like the what you will call it, the goat coin, the one who launched the goat coin. And basically then there is just AI posting content, AI interacting with that content, AI talking with AI debating with each other. So humans are basically left behind, you can say. So taking investment into AI is completely necessary right now, and you cannot really fake information on these blockchains, right? Because it is impossible to fake information on blockchain, right? It is a very complex and detailed topic, and we will not really talk about that, as the video will become pretty boring. Anyways, I'll actually turn off this light. I think it's brightening up a lot. And then second is gaming. Now this is something which I don't think that it will grow a lot, but still I'm taking investment into few of these coins, because I'm seeing uh, a new ecosystem of gaming being developed, and which involves a lot of AI as well, because most of these things that are being developed involves AI. Even if you go to RW or Deepin or any, even meme coins, they involve AI, because if you talk about meme coins, the description is generated by probably by ChatGPT. The community is run by an AI agent. The PFP is generated by a AI guy. So it is so everything is basically AI or related to AI. Coming back to gaming coin, I'm seeing most of these Twitch streamers getting back online, and I'm seeing most of those people who left Fortnite or games like these just coming back to gaming, because now they have probably made a better amount of money, or now they probably have lesser amount of responsibilities on them, because I think that is something that I think that now they're coming back to gaming. Even now I have started playing Fortnite again. I left Fortnite when I got a placement in Winter Royale. Like, I kind of made money on it, but I never really cashed out. So yeah, I'm now playing Fortnite again. So yeah, it is just something which I personally relate with, and I'm always going to invest into gaming. I think that gaming sector is coming back up. Now let's come towards RWA and Deepin. Now some of these coins that I'm actually going to open, especially from Deepin and RWA sectors, they come under the AI and big data as well. So most of these coins that I've taken investments in, like Akash Network, Graph AI, basically these Injo and coins like these, basically they come under AI and big data as well. So anyways, coming back to RWA, let's say you're purchasing a home. You need to fill in taxes, you need to do so many of these things, documentations, you have to go to court most probably to get everything signed up and all. You need an agent to do all of that, which means that you probably end up spending some money as well, and most importantly your time as well. And third and most important thing is that still it is a process which is very centralized, or some a process which is controlled by the government majorly. So to decentralize this process and to save time, like, if you just click on a button and you just buy a house, everything is just registered, because now that token ID is registered under your domain on a certain network that you're going to purchase a house on, which is a very big deal. And just compare it with other real world assets like this classes that I have, or anything. You can pretty much purchase anything or any IRL asset via crypto without any uh, IRL documentation and all. You can just have a token ID on deployed on blockchain, and that's it. Now you're the owner of these classes, or a house, or a car, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I'm taking investment into RWA as well. And for Deepin, most of you already know what Deepin is. It is just you can say an infrastructure, or infrastructure on blockchain that is deployed, where you don't really need where these companies don't really need big servers to process all of that data, or where these companies don't really need to spend a lot of their money, right? They can just, like the grass airdrop that I'm talking about, you can mine it from your phone, you can mine it from your PC. So basically your PC and your phone is kind of acting as a server for that company, and you're actually giving, a sort of a bit of access to your scrap data as well to them. So that is majorly deepened, but again, just to explain any one of these topic, I can take in a 1 hour video alone, and that will become pretty boring. And that's why most of these videos are actually pretty lengthy as well, because I like to explain everything with logic, not because someone has taken investment, or not to be impressed because of someone's wallet or someone's investment. I actually just want to give you guys a logical thinking process behind all of my investments as well. So these are the major reasons that I have taken investment in. Now I'm not going to give you reasons on why I have actually invested in few of these coins, but again, BitTensor, ICP, Render, Philcoin, and Injective Coin, these are the top of the head coins. Like I do have investments in them. Then I actually have a bit of investment into this meme coin, which is now sort of an AI coin as well. The Turbo coin I also have in this GPU network, a cash network. Now let me tell you something. For the investments I have are majorly in these coins. So even if I dedicate only like $5,000 to each of these coins and they end up 2xing it, it is a big deal. But if you have a lower portfolio, like something which is below $10,000, like that is the 100% of your portfolio, then you have to go and open up these coins and actually study the fundamentals behind that, and invest into something that you believe in, that is your conviction, that it will turn your money into something valuable, or it will give you a good return. Now good return is completely dependent on how much the return you want to be. For me, on $5,000, if I have to even wait a month on just $5,000, if I invested into 10 of these coins and $5,000 each, you can say, even to get a 2x on like 9 of these coins, which I think I will get. Like most of these coins are already up like almost 50% when I bought them, right? So I think that I'm getting 100% on most of these coins right now. So even if I get like a 2x on most of these coins, that will turn my portfolio of just $50,000, which I have only invested into some of these coins, to $100,000, which is okay for me, for like just dedicating 2 months of my time to these coins, or 2 months of my some part of portfolio to these coins. I've actually taken a bit of investment into AI16Z, but that is something which I will recommend that you guys do research on. And then I have invested into PAL AI. Then there's actually this coin called Graph AI, which actually ended up going to a lot. Echelon Prime, I've invested into this coin, and then there was actually this coin called, wait, I'll show you. Uh, I think it will Tarzi. I have invested into Tars AI as well. This is a pretty famous Solana AI token, and I've been actually promoting this coin for a lot as well. And then I will actually show you a coin, this Act One coin. And wait, I can't really had the access to my portfolio, because I have not made a portfolio on CoinMarketCap. The coin which I'm at least pretty bullish on is Graph AI. Now, reason behind being bullish on Graph AI is the returns it is giving, because if I just show you guys the amount of return it gave in the last 7 days alone, as you can see, it only had a volume of $3.1 million. Okay, and right now it is at $61 million in market cap with a lower volume, which means that there is actually a whole lot of artificial inflation in this coin as well. And that is something which can be bad for some people as well. But I've actually bought this coin for the past 7 days. It has given me good returns, and I've actually bought this coin because of a KOL, and it has given me good returns, so it is okay. And one other coin that I've actually bought, let me show you guys, which comes under DeFi and AI as well, is the Aerodome Finance coin. I'm a pretty early adopter of this coin as well. These are a few of these coins that I've bought. Now if you guys actually want detailed, because I think that I'm still missing some of these coins, but most of these coins I have bought, and AIXBD I have bought. Like, I have only dedicated few of my money into these coins. The major portfolio is actually into these coins: Tau coin, Render coin, Fill coin, Injective coin, a cash network. It is not even in Turbo as well. So it is my major portfolio into these coins, and then I've dedicated like $500, $1,000, sometimes $5,000 as well into some of these coins that are named. So it is now your duty to go ahead and do some fundamental research on these coins as well. Now there are some gaming coins that I've actually invested in, and Render, it comes under gaming. 4 doesn't really come under gaming, but I've actually taken an investment of only 3,000. Like, I have dedicated a very bit of my portfolio into 4 and then into Immutable. Floki is probably one of the best, if not the best, gaming coin out there. They are doing best. Their team is best. Like, the way they're working is completely good, right? So Sandbox, Mana, like, you can buy these coins if you want, because they have a historical significance. Axie Infinity 8 coin, new coin as well. I have been a pretty old holder of Pengu coin. I didn't really bought in when it first launched. I knew that it will dip a lot, right? Because of all of that FUD around it. Because these coins launch and then they do dip. But I did ended up buying this coin at 1.8 billion in market cap, and I have still not sold any of my Pengu as well. So these are some of my coins. Now if you guys actually want a video where I just show a complete portfolio of mine and how much I have dedicated to each of this coin, do let me know if you guys want to see a complete video on that as well, because there we can just dedicate a complete video on studying these coins fundamentals. And I can also make a complete video actually just I will first go on to my Phantom, and then I will actually whitelist all of these coins, because I do own some of these coins on Phantom. I do have some of these coins on MetaMask, and then I actually do have some of these coins, unfortunately, on centralized exchanges. Anyways, that is not actually, I think, which is something important. What is important is that you have, because now I've actually given you the logical explanation on why you should invest into these categories, or why you should invest into these L1 or L2s that I just basically shown you previously. And now it is your duty to go ahead, study some of the fundamentals of these coins. You can just open up Render coin, you can see the latest news related to it, or you can just search up for it on Twitter or on YouTube, and then you will actually get a whole lot of fundamentals book for it, or a manual for it, right? And then you can take a very logical investment in which you actually have a twist of your conviction as well. And that is what I want you guys to do, and that is to believe in something, that is to be open-minded, and as well as to believe in something. And the only people who made money in crypto were the people who believed in something, who believed in Bitcoin, who believed in literally a meme coin deploying, which has no certain thing to do with this whole space, but still people believed in Dogecoin or in Shiba coin or in Dog with Fat, and they ended up making life-changing money off of it. So it is important for you to study all of these coins fundamentals by yourself and to have your own conviction. Don't invest into these coins because I have my conviction into these coins. Invest into these coins because now you are believing into these coins because of their fundamentals. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these videos.